What's up, people? It's Dylan Alexander, man. Thanks for checking me out. And on today's video, man, I'm just, as you can see, I'm on the road. Just got back from checking out a new place, which I'm gonna go ahead and move to. And I'm excited, man. It's a new chapter for me personally. I have some roommates, and it's a house. It's a pretty nicely sized house. It's got a backyard and everything. So I haven't lived in a house in like 7 years or so, and it's a really nice place, man. And you know, I had to make this decision recently to just go ahead and pull the trigger. I know last time I mentioned that I'm gonna go ahead and try to thug it out for one more month, but I realized that financially it makes sense to just go ahead and make this decision now, so I can start to save some money again and to build back up. You know, it's like the phoenix, man. The phoenix, you know, you got to burn to the ground and build back up, or whatever the myth is about a phoenix, right? I don't know if y'all heard about that, but yeah, man, I'm excited, man. Gonna, you know, start saving money. It's about half as expensive as far as rent. You know, I ain't got to pay utilities and Wi-Fi and electric bill and all that other stuff. So yeah, man, I'm making the right decision. I've been thinking about it. I looked at another spot with another guy, and that was just not it. But this was a good spot, man. It's a little bit further out of the city, so I'm going to be doing a lot more driving than I would like to, but you can't beat living in a better environment, right? And I got to do what's best for me. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, man, sometimes you got to make these tough decisions in life, and you know, I had to really think about it. I'm actually gonna break my lease too. I have a current lease with my current apartment, and rent is actually due tomorrow, right? That's the last day I can pay. It's the 5th of the month. They have no idea I'm breaking the lease, and I want to say they give me until the 15th. They'll probably evict me by the 15th, but I'll be out of there by then. So yeah, man, I'm breaking rules. I've been breaking a lot of rules this year, you know, just trying to survive out here, right? And you know, I'm not doing the worst, right? I'm not homeless. I'm not all the way broke, but I have been doing some, you know, taking some shortcuts, man, where necessary, you know. And I don't like living like that, just because I know how big you know, how big my bills are. It's like you got to kind of take shortcuts in other aspects of your life, and that's not the way to be living, man. I want to live a full life. I don't want my financial situation to prevent me from enjoying life. So I got to cut back in one of the biggest expenses that we all have, which is rent. It's just too much, you know. But yeah, man, I am financially savvy. I do well. It's just, you know, when it comes to this, you know, trading these options, you know, taking a chance with this stock market stuff, I've made too many mistakes that have put me in this situation, man. If I never traded, if I never got involved with that, I'd be sitting at well over 6 figures, you know, $150,000, maybe even $200,000 plus of invested capital, you know, sitting comfortably. But I made that decision to take a chance to try to, you know, do something different with the trading options, because, you know, I was like, man, I don't like doing my business. My business is not the end all be all. I don't want to be doing this forever. So I took a chance, you know, made it. I had 6 figures I was sitting on, and I was like, man, let's go for $1 million. Let's go while we're young, and you know, while we got it. And so, hey, here we are 2.5 years later. And I'm in this situation, man. Life is funny like that. But you can't do anything but laugh or cry. And I choose to laugh. I choose to smile in this situation. And you know, I've been way broker than this. I've had way less money than I have now. But granted, my bills were way less back then too. So So now I'm just in a way better position with this decision that I'm making. You know, I remember when I first moved to this city back in 2017, man, my rent was $500 a month, and I was living in a house too. I had roommates at that time also. And that's $500 a month back in 2017. So fast forward to 2025, 8 years later, you know, I'm gonna be paying just a little bit more than that. And when you factor in inflation, it's about the same. So I'm excited to actually be able to breathe a little and be able to save money again, because I haven't been able to save money in forever. It feels like I've been living kind of almost check to check with very little bit of growth. And so shout out to you guys that are out here saving money, you know, consistently. That's very important. You got to be able to save money out here. If not, it's just like, what are you doing, right? You're you're going nowhere fast, and I could recognize that for the past year or so. So, yeah, man, this is a new chapter, and I just want to encourage you guys to not be afraid of making tough decisions. You know, to be willing to look in the mirror and have those tough conversations with yourself, man, and not just put things off. You want to handle things before they handle you. As my OG Rosebud always says, man, don't let that stuff handle you. Handle it, because if things get out of control, man, what can you do from there? You know, next thing you know, it's too late. Now you wishing you could go back and fix things, but you know, now you're playing on defense, man. I want to play on offense. I want to think ahead, right? So I'm in good spirits. I'm excited. Like I said, this is a new chapter for me. I was living at my current spot for a little over 3 years, which when I moved there, it was like a new upgrade in life. I jumped really high in the amount of money I was paying in rent, but you know, I felt comfortable at the time because, you know, I had it like that. I was balling. But now I'm not really balling like that. So, you know, you got to make those executive decisions as a boss of your life. You know, so yeah, man, I'm excited, man. It's got a backyard now. It's a really clean place. I got haven't met my roommates, but everybody seems like they're minding their own business. They're clean, and that's all I care about. And hopefully quiet as well. I want some peace and quiet. So yeah, man, I'm excited, man. You guys are gonna see me in the new spot. You know, I might do a lot more videos from the backyard just so I can have that peace and nobody really hearing what I'm talking about. I don't want people all in my business. And I'm gonna have to get used to having roommates. I haven't had roommates since 2018, man. That was my last time, and you know, that's the only thing that kind of sucks. And you know, I'm not close to all the good grocery stores, so I'm gonna have to drive probably a half hour back and forth to get some good groceries a couple times a week. That's unfortunate, but you know, I don't mind. You know, because I gotta have my good produce, man. I'm on the fruit. By the way, today is I'm on day 3, man, of only fruits officially. I haven't had meat in a month. No meat in a month, which is a record for me in my whole life. Right? But actually it's been like a month and a half. But yeah, all fruit, man. I'm really about to commit. I'm about to go hard with this all fruit. Just to clean my body out. I'm challenging myself, man. And you know, I already know I'm not gonna lose a whole bunch of weight. I'm not gonna be like super skinny or nothing. You know, that was one fear I had, but I realized that I lost a lot of waist. You know what I'm saying? The muscles are still here, you know what I mean? I'm just like more tone, less waist. A lot of us are walking around with waist tremendously. And yeah, man, anyways, I'm getting off track. Anyways, the point of this video, man, is just about making tough decisions. and embracing new things in life, even if it feels like you're going backwards. But in reality, I'm actually moving forward, man. I've been wanting to make this step for a long time. You know, I almost did this back a few months ago, but I was just like, I actually signed my lease. I renewed my lease in March because I was like, I think I'm doing okay. I can make it, but you know, things happened and everything, and here we are. You know, so don't be afraid to start anew. Do what makes sense for you in your situation. Don't try to, you know, stunt and lose everything trying to flex on people. That's just backwards, man. You don't want that. You want to do what's smart, man. You want to, like, this is what I'm doing is what businesses do. A lot of businesses make tough decisions. They got to fire people a lot of times because their biggest expense is their payroll. The people they have to employ and pay their wages. It's expensive. And a lot of times you'll notice, like on the stock market, a lot of these companies, man, when they make these mass firings, they fire a bunch of people, thousands of people, you'll notice that their stock price goes up, right? As soon as they fire a bunch of people, their stock price goes up. Why is that? Because they're saving a bunch of money, millions and billions of dollars just from firing people and making room and being more efficient. And you know, it seems like it sucks, like for the people that get fired, but for the business, they're like, man, like, no, like, forget y'all because y'all cost too much. Let's save money on that, and let's focus on what we need to do, which is get this money, right? So, and that's probably a kind of a messed up analogy, but it's the truth, man. You got to make these decisions that are good for your overall financial situation, even though they're tough. You got to make them, right? So that's really it, man. I appreciate y'all watching, man. Let me know what y'all think. If y'all are going through a similar situation, you know, you're thinking about doing something like this, you got to downgrade your lifestyle. Hey, man, it is what it is. You know, it's not that bad. It could be worse. I could be homeless. You know, I could be all the way broke. I could lose it all. I'm good, man. So overall, this is a great decision, man. So let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. Leave a like if you liked it, and hit the subscribe button if you mess with me, man. I got more stuff on the way. I'm just getting started, man. I love this YouTube stuff. I love just talking to y'all, and yeah, man, I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one. Peace.